I think organizations need to start realizing that people are talking. And not only that, that information is readily available now online. Stop disrespecting us, stop lowballing us, stop degrading our experiences and saying that they don't matter or they don't mean anything, and saying, oh, I put it into my system and according to these metrics, this is what you're worth. Stop lying. Pay people what they are worth. Pay them for their years of experience and their qualifications. We didn't just come up and, jump from the bottom to the top with nothing in between. We worked hard, and we deserve to be paid accordingly.
Happy birthday to you. My beard look big still, huh?
There we go. You look like Avery.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell right there.
Good morning, everybody. Or should I say good afternoon? It is Wednesday. We are headed out to do some grocery shopping. I just had this morning my umpteenth interview for a position that I'm applying for. And then I had a little phone call with a recruiter for a second position that I'm applying for. This one is in Connecticut. I think I would favor that one working out because it's closer to my house. It's only about 20 or so minute travel time. It's the same thing that I'm doing now. I'm just going to be doing it closer to home, which eliminates that 3 hours of travel and all the lost sleep that I'm getting and that Babe is getting from me working in New York. The first one, which I'm doing, what is this, like the third interview? I have 2 more interviews for the same position. Initially I was excited, and now I'm starting to feel like there is some discord in this organization or this area of the organization, because the way I see it is, if you have all your ducks in a row, you would be able to organize for me to interview with people at certain levels all at once or in consolidated groups, right? So what I mean is, for instance, I met with the CNO, then I met with some young ladies in operations, then another one that's a part of some chief something, then what is it? Chief of staff of something. Then I met with today somebody who's a director. Then I'm meeting again with two different interviews with 2 different providers. I just feel like if it was more organized, or if the organization had more structure, maybe all the providers would have their interviews all at once. Maybe the nursing team would meet with me at one time. Maybe the operations team at one time. Because it's all over Zoom, by the way. So it's not like they're meeting in one location and everybody has to kind of look in their schedule and see if they can make it to this place and be at this conference room. It's all on Zoom. So to me, if you had less silos and everything was more of a team effort situation, then I wouldn't have to meet with, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different people for one position. So that's kind of giving me a little bit of pause. I like the position, I like what it's about and what I would be doing. I'd have quite a bit of oversights in terms of the areas that I want to focus on and where I want to end up in leadership. But I don't know, this is all seeming very disorganized. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like there's no structure. It means that when I'm going in, it's just going to feel chaotic. And so far, Lord. So far in my current position, when I started and even now, there is no structure. And you learn very quickly that in order for you to gain that structure and have things become organized, everybody has to be on the same page. And if that's not accomplished, then you just cannot get it the way that it needs to be. So I don't know if I want to step out of the frying pan into another frying pan or into the fire, because this one has, as I said, a lot more oversight. It's a higher position. This phone is dead, so it's talking and asking to get hung up. But yeah, I don't know. It's giving me pause. I initially was excited, but now I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I don't know that if it's good nerves where people say, oh, do something that makes you uncomfortable and do it to the best of your ability and you will grow and learn and all these things, or if it's something that I should take heed and say, hold on a minute, this might not be for me. So I don't know where the nerves are coming from. I just know that I feel a little pause. For the one over here, though, as I said, it's the same position. So the oversight is the same. I made sure to ask about compensation because that's one of the things. That's why I haven't really moved over here yet. They don't pay that great. But I do have some skin in the game. I do have quite a bit of experience nursing-wise. And then in leadership, I think I have sufficient experience to help me to at least meet what I'm getting now, or hopefully exceed it a bit. But I will be doing the same thing, which is fine because, I get my foot in the door into the organization, and kind of feel things out and see where they are. I don't know. I think the growth in the first position, where everything feels a little discombobulated, will be greater. The position again is higher position, but also from there, I feel like I would be able to grow more and move up the chain of command. I think that because I'm just doing I don't even know if I should call it a lateral move since it's in a different organization, but I'm basically not moving. I'm just stepping out of one organization to another one on the same level. So I don't know that I would say it is growth. And I don't think that outside of building up my number of years of experience in leadership, I don't really think it's going to add that much value professionally. I think it will add a lot of personal value because I will be closer to home, less travel, spend more time with my kids. I could probably very likely organize, going to their schools instead of trying to fit things around when I'm off, because I always have to consider that 3-hour travel time. And then I will come home a lot earlier. So in the mornings when I wake up, I will be a lot more awake and present instead of just tired and drained. So yeah, and hopefully I could probably drive to this one too if it's that close, One of my concerns about driving is that we only have one car for the family, and I don't want to drive it all the way to New York and then something happens maybe at the girls' school or whatever, and there's no car for Babe to go and grab them or pick them up or whatever. So that's why I don't take the car to work now, because of the distance. I don't feel that it's safe or convenient for us. But if it's a job that's 15-20 minutes away, trust, I could definitely drive. And if they have parking, that would be a bonus, because then it would be free parking. And anything happens, I could just hop on the highway and get home in a jiffy, or get to the school in a jiffy. So personally, I'm definitely going to see improvements. But and mentally too, because it is mentally draining, the amount of travel that I have to do. But professionally, I don't really think so. Who knows? Maybe it will open doors that I never knew would open for me if I hadn't, moved organizations or moved states. But we shall see. We'll see what works out. I'll definitely pray on it and try to kind of look into my sentiments or my hesitation, and actually determine if it's a hesitation or if it's just nerves, and go from there. I'll definitely, whatever decision I make ultimately has to work for me and my family. It can't be just for me. So even if it's just me and my family in terms of time saved, or if it's me and my family in terms of financially it's a better move, then I will definitely decide that way. I'll keep you guys posted. As I said, I have 2 more interviews with 2 providers tomorrow, and then I should be having that interview either next week or the week after with the hospital that's in Connecticut, for that similar position. So, and I'll just keep applying, because at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed. Leadership positions go like this. There are quite a bit of people applying, and I know what I want, and I'm very purposeful about it. If I go to an interview and I don't like the energy of the room, if I feel as though there's no team, it doesn't feel like they're a team, it feels disjointed. If I feel as though everything is disorganized or discombobulated in a way that says it's coming top down instead of from the bottom, then I'm not trying to be a part of those positions or in those organizations. And I've had quite a few of interviews so far where I was excited, like, "Ooh, I got this position, this interview," and then at the end I was like, this is not for me. Or even the ones, not for nothing, where you have the interview, everything goes great, you're thinking this is not a bad place to be, and then they lowball you so terribly, so offensively, and then try to degrade your experience and say that it's actually not worth it, just so you could take a lowball offer. I think one thing organizations need to learn is that nurses are talking to each other now. So nurses are talking to, I was saying, sorry, we're going to the supermarket, but I'll wrap it up by saying organizations need to understand nurses are talking to each other. So coming in with a lowball offer, it's not very becoming, and nurses know what we're getting paid. I'm talking to my friend who just recently got a position. This is just for instance, in a management position, and I'm applying to a position in the organization with equal amounts of experience and qualifications. I'm saying, "Hey friend, what do you think that I should give them as a ballpark for what I'm looking for salary wise?" And friend is gonna give me an honest opinion. Like, I tell them, "You want this, and if they go down to this, then good. If they don't get up to this, then no." So I think organizations need to start realizing that people are talking, and not only that information is readily available now online. Stop disrespecting us, stop lowballing us, stop degrading our experiences and saying that they don't matter or they don't mean anything, and saying, "Oh, I put it into my system and according to these metrics, this is what you're worth." Stop lying. Pay people what they are worth. Pay them for their years of experience and their qualifications. We didn't just come up and, jump from the bottom to the top with nothing in between. We worked hard, and we deserve to be paid accordingly. If you are not able or willing to do that, don't waste your time going to these 10,000 interviews. It's just, come on now, right? Anyways, we're going to go do some grocery shopping right now. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm back. We are currently at the bank. So babe needs to get something notarized. That's like when you get the something them on a JP for sign it and you bring your ID and all of them something to verify your identity and the authenticity of the document or the information being provided. You know, the same thing. Notary Public, JP, same thing. So he needs to get something notarized because he is applying for his NHT refund, which I need to apply to also. But the first process, he needs a bank account that they can deposit it in Jamaica, and he has several, but the problem is he never really kept up with them, so they're dormant. So he's trying to get it active again. So some kind of form he has to fill out. When he comes back, I'll let him tell you guys about it. And I think that I'm just gonna follow suit and apply for my refund, because even though I didn't work in Jamaica for a long time, I worked there let's see, like after high school for a little bit before I came to college. I did start contributing from when I was over here and working. So I was having automatic withdrawals going there when I was working. So I'm gonna apply for that refund. I know that when I initially looked into it way back when, I was told I had to wait for at least up to 2022 to apply. I couldn't apply before that time. So it's 2025 now, and we want more money so we can use it and do things with. Yeah, it might come now. Let me tell you. Hey babe, so did you get it done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted you to tell the people what you're doing. I kind of told them a little bit, but I don't really know.
Alright, so I'm trying to reactivate my account in Jamaica. I've been trying to do this for several months now. I'm not even joking. Like, it's over 2 months now since I've been back and forth with Sajiko, calling them on the phone. Just so let me write down.
Right.
Whistle. Yeah. So basically, I haven't used my Sajiko account since I left Jamaica in 2017. Right. So it went dormant, inactive. So I've been trying to get it active again because I need to apply for my NHT refund, and I need an account to park the funds in. So I'm like, okay, NHT is one of the banks that, no, Sajiko is one of the banks that NHT is using to do this thing, right? So I'm like, okay, let me try to get this reactivated so we can put the money in there, so, and have some money in Jamaica for invest or whatever the case might be. And me, I tell you, it's been a task, bro. You know? First, them send me an account update form. I filled that out 2 times. I had to come to the bank and get it notarized on 2 separate occasions. Now, after the second time, someone reached out and said, okay, they need permission to update the account via electronic methods. So I'm like, you know, feel like that could have been included in the other form where you send me. I'm like, you know, whatever. Just kind of tell me, say, you know what? Jamaica, me I deal with it, and Jamaica come like some hard-headed girl. I'm sorry.
What?
So a difficult woman to deal with. So you have to just speak, you know, just have a look at patience. You see, take a deep breath every now and then and count to our bills, God, 10 not sufficient. Brother.
Especially the banking system.
So that's what I just did. I got the paper signed. Did I give it to you?
Yeah.
So now I gotta go home, scan that, send that off, and wait another couple of weeks before I call them to ask them what go on. I'm not getting a response, because I guarantee you that is what's gonna happen.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we did. Now we are gonna do shopping for the rest of the afternoon, and we're gonna reach home fast.
Make sure say if your friend them the day here, you would tell him, say, come and make a little run on the road now.
Yeah, because no, babe, stop foolishness.
It's not my company.
No, no, babe. Yeah, compare apples and oranges right now. And if my friend them live close by, I will see each other regular. Of course, I you me that say come and could do the road. But if me I see the man them once every couple of years, if them both, of course me want the road with them, babe. You don't want the road with your friend them too. Moody even put this ludicrous what do you call this? Scenario to you. But that's it, babes. Go and roll with your friend, man. Go have some fun. Me want to see you back till next week.
Sure. That's a bit much. You love too much friend and company. Just run go the people them supermarket or whatever, the people them hardware
Boy, me I make you know, you see. It's a good man have, you know. So my time one of me I am, you know. Cause I do all like grocery shopping, you know. Who should that money do?
I'm here with you at the grocery
some of my time, you know, there.
Well, sometimes I'm at work.
And some of my time, I make deals with you for your forward, bro. Let's be OG real.
Because you want to plan the grocery shopping when it's not planned into my day. I
have to plan the grocery shopping when you're home.
No, you don't have to.
Yes, I do, because when you're not home, I can't do the grocery shopping, love.
Why?
Because
you just said you do grocery shopping without me.
Because there's been time when you're home and I go do grocery shopping by myself. But and hear what, babes, hear what go on, hear the pray, right? When you work, I have to always remind myself, say, yo, I have a 6-hour journey I'm going to take on in the day. As a matter of fact, when you work, a 7 hour what I driving me though. And the days that you work.
So what I have to do with the grocery shopping?
No, grocery shopping exhausts me. Imagine me go burn out myself now and then I have a 6-hour journey drive go do. Babe, actually not driving exhausting, you know?
That's why I'm saying that I don't want it to just be dropped into my day unless we have already planned it.
I pay so much money on my mortgage at one time and I spend so much time away from my house. It's like, it make no sense, bro, G.
Isn't that how work is though? You spend 40 hours a week at somebody else's job. You're home to sleep and hopefully get off on the weekend. So that's why most people moving towards working from home. You get to enjoy a little mortgage where you have here. Enough people don't really go out no more.
Am my yard nice, you know?
I like our yard.
It's
too.
nice. Minus the worm them, but it's nice. And the
Please
animals
provide
them.
Context.
Oh well, the worm them outside that yard I'm talking about. You see me? Because we live in a country, brother.
Sometimes the worm them so big them look like
snake. Well, I know you remember we just moved and we see the carcasses.
Yeah, we're wondering what
kind of snake can we have snake in the place, but never we did not know at time that it was just a worm. Bro G. And this is me. I blow off the outside patio, you know, when you leave the in the can and it stuck, so I blow, I see a worm, I see a, I don't know, I feel like one fly upon me dog, I even know that cause me is not the kind of person that dog. You see me? I've spent a lot of time in nature as a soldier. You see me, as a military man, whatever training done in them, but I tell you. And it's like I feel connected to nature when I'm like in it, passing through. You see me? And I'd go camping, but I wouldn't do camping like most people do camping with tent and no, I'm going to go on cabin will have nice amenities. You see me? But it can't be cabin in nature.
That's not really nature.
That is nature, baby. You can have a cabin in the woods, right? But more warm water, more internet, more electricity. And then more say, you know what, I feel like let's go sit down outside for an hour or two and just kind of take it in or just go for a little walk, not too far, not too deep. You see me?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's craziness.
You see me?
I feel like I really like nature that way then.
I like nature, but I just don't like when nature touch my back certain way. You see me? You know, nature for just stay inanimate. What's the word? Inanimate?
Inanimate?
Yes,
yeah.
You see me? Nature for just stay like that.
So you don't like the animals in nature?
No. Hell no. No. Especially the ones that we can't record that. I grew up in Portmore. We used to dog, pussy and cow, goat, and pig even. Anything outside of them 4 main group them? So because me I say skunk, me I say bobcat, me I say fox.
It's those
me I say
was it
rabbit,
a raccoon? What was that big ugly
the big
thing
slow sitting one?
The sloth?
I don't know what it is, but that's I'm on the yard, brother. Bigger I must walk like, yo, what you do ya?
No, I think the bear acts like he owns
the bear.
He just strolling, just stopping, looking around, like I'm coming to check out my spot.
Me no used to them thing, yeah. Me no used to them thing, yeah, broski.
That's a fact. But only reason why we feel that way is because we worked in New York,
Yeah.
right? In reality, if I did not work in New York or you didn't work in New York or we had like a at home, you know, go in the office one day or something, we wouldn't care.
And I did the commute for 6 months before I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially through a busy season where I'd be traveling for 5-6 hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that was just like, nah, this is definitely not what's that word I'm looking for? Not even conducive, like it's not sustainable.
No, it wasn't. No, you kept saying that, like, this is not sustainable.
I can't do this.
But it's not, because look at this. I was just telling the people about, you know, I'm interviewing for this one position in New York, and I also got an interview to be scheduled for this Connecticut hospital.
I'm almost like, even if you get the one in New York and get this one, take this instead of that.
That's what I was telling them. I would have to really look at I think the only thing that would make me take the New York one, because yeah, it's a better position. It's a higher position.
Yeah.
So it would help me in terms of my next move after that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that would make me take it really is if their compensation package was much better.
Yeah.
If it's comparable or barely like a 15%, a 5, 10, 15%, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the time that we save from traveling
And
could be a whole job.
Yeah, that plus the amount of money we save on gas.
And the money that we spend, the exhaustion, the physical,
the amount of
mental.
time we get back.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Jesus.
You know how many things we want to do that we just don't get to do or don't get to do productively because we don't have the energy. So
You know what there is my life every night I drive and I sleep.
my life too. What are your reservations? Maybe you should talk to your pastor about your reservations tonight, so you could get some perspective. Yeah, that's what I think. So you could get some perspective and get some guidance. What is your reservations now?
Oh, I guess it's the same thing. I mean, I don't feel like I've changed that much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still get angry. I still curse. You know, I've tried to kind of clean up some of the stuff that I used to, like the music I listen to and them things there. You know, I try not to listen too much of them kind of music there. You see me? But like when I talk with my friend them, it's the same me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna really realize until after the conversation. I'm like, but you know, Pastor always say you don't get good, then get God, you know. You know, you're baptized, and baptism doesn't mean say all of the things them you stop doing, but that's just like the first step, you know. And I guess if I'm being completely honest, part of it also has to do with it's like when you take on that title, like responsibility, you know, just as you get baptized and you know you're a Christian, and then everything you do is reflective or reflects on the Christian religion altogether. But I mean, my Christian and them things. It's like I don't want I don't want that, you know. I don't want to be responsible for the entire Christian religion certain ways.
But you're not. You know, I don't think you're. I understand what you're saying, but you're definitely not responsible for the whole Christian religion.
I've judged Christians, you know, not realizing, yo, them are just average human, everyday human, just like me and you. Now because them name Christian means say, yo, them not have flaws or them not share some of the same weaknesses that we do.
So you feel like people will judge you?
Yeah, but that should matter because what's important?
Yep.
You see me? What is the real most important thing here? All them people who, me quote unquote, I worry about, you lack of a better word. When that go down nowadays, that go down now, I know them dead if it. Belinda and Pinana say you're rare.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't like we can, yeah, and over the last year or so, Yeah, maybe even though we survived, but we survived down.
Yeah.
And not even just survived, we've kind of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Flourished.
Oh, flourished.
Yeah, you know, we've accomplished stuff. All of the ish. You know? Yeah, we're not through it completely. We feel like we're probably still in the midst of it, really and truly. But even so, even at the darkest time, the darkest stretch, we still accomplished so much, bro.
Yeah.
God alone, we have to thank for that, bro.
I was just gonna say that, yeah. God alone.
You wanna play a song for you? Come on, sir. Live on it good.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell right there.